It's your coach, Coach Jones, aka White Sox Shawty, about to tell you 3 secrets that will help you increase your shooting percentage. Now, if you do the opposite of these secrets, you will be cash, all right? Let's check them out. All right, here are 3 shooting tips that will help you increase your shooting percentage, all right? Now, 1 year in college, I had a chance to shoot 45% from the three-point line. Actually, 49%, correcting myself, 49% from the three-point line. And the way I did that was by applying these 3 secrets. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is something that I see Coach Colin Costello, shout out to Shot Mechanics. This secret is, it's not even a secret anymore because he's already disclosed it, but a lot of athletes start the ball and have a high set point on their shots. I usually see that with female basketball players because they want to get a set point here and then go into their shot. The problem or the issue with that is that you take away some of the leverage, some of the power that you have going into the shot. So the ball and the body, I used to think that they were tied together, but the ball has to travel at least 3 to 4 times more than your hips. So I used to teach ball and hips go down at the same time and come up at the same time, but my guy at not Shot Mechanics, but Mike Dunn, see Mike Dunn, shout out to you, man, shout out to you. So when the ball goes down, our body goes down, when the ball's coming up, our hips are delaying their coming up as well, and this gives you more momentum on the shot path, on the shot line. Here's why that's helpful. So for me, I like to tell the trainees to shoot the basketball. You want it to feel as if you're shooting a form shot, even when you're shooting a 3-point shot or you're shooting farther than the 3-point line. The only way that you can make that happen, the only way you can have that same kind of feel, that this shot, 3-point shot, feels like a form shot. Imagine the ease there. The only way you can do that is by having really good shot release timing. Okay, so that timing should be this. The ball goes down, my hips go down, the ball comes up and my hips come up as well. So when you get that timing, again, you'll have much more distance and much more ease along with that distance. So instead of having a high set point and then going up as the butt goes down, I want you to have a lower set point, and as the ball goes down, the hips go down. When the ball comes up, the hips come up as well. I like to say to release the basketball as those toes come off the ground, but your shot may be different. So just spend some time figuring that out, learning what that timing is on your shot. So that's the first one. Make sure you have really good shot release timing on your shot. And a good drill to do that, if you're practicing this, is by starting close to the basket on the white line, getting used to dipping. And also, now occasionally coaches say the dip is not good, but if you look at really elite shooters, Steph Curry, Ray Allen, a lot of shooters have a little dip in their shot and they have no problem. Dame Lillard, they have no problem getting that shot off against defenders. A lot of it comes into play with your footwork, if your feet are actually set, if you're prepared before the shot. Really good shooters are already at least 2 passes in advance before they get that shot off. Now, if you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, and you're trying to go to the next level, you need to make sure that you're prepared before the ball gets in your hand so that shot, that speed doesn't throw you off too much. So here's what you can do at home to practice that shot release timing. So start close to the basket. You're going to get low, you're going to dip, those hips are going to go down, the ball's going to go down as well, and as you come up, the hips come up as well. As you make that shot, you're going to step back, baby steps though, not huge steps. So you want to keep stepping back until you feel like you're shooting the ball, but it's a strain, okay? So when you get to that point there, that's how you know that that's your range, and you want to keep working on that timing until you can get to the point where you can continually scoot back and you're shooting with ease to where every shot feels like a free throw. Now imagine if you get as far back as, let's say, the 3-point line, and you don't have to jump. Imagine how much power you actually have when you do jump. Okay, so again, the whole goal is to make this 3-point shot feel like it's a form shot right there. So that's the first misconception. Let's not have set points that are too high here or shooting the ball here and messing up that timing on the shot. The second thing, a lot of trainees like to aim at the entire basket, or they like to aim at the backboard. What I think is you should aim at a smaller target. Here's why. So let's say I'm shooting the basketball and I'm aiming at the entire basketball. My target is the entire basketball. If I try to shoot and I try to aim for the entire basketball, I may hit it. But if I miss the target, which is the basketball, then I miss the entire point. I miss it. Same with the rim, okay? If you aim for the entire rim and you miss the entire rim, you miss the shot. But let's say you aim for the rung, the back of the rung, or you aim for any small spots on the rim. If you miss that small spot, you still have a chance to make the big target, the actual target, which is the goal. So I like to tell athletes, trainees, to look at a small spot on the rim with that dominant eye and then aim for that. So the way you can figure out what your dominant eye is, have a finger, put 2 eyes, both eyes on that finger, bring it close to the top of your nose, to the tip of your nose. Whichever side that finger favors, that should be your dominant eye. That's the eye you need to start aiming with. So smaller aim versus a bigger aim, that's what helps you out to increase that shooting percentage. That's what helped me shoot 49% from the three-point line my sophomore year in college. And the last thing that I wanted to help you out with in terms of increasing that shooting percentage is having that elbow out. So a lot of trainees, some of my trainees have an elbow out, so the non-shooting hand, the non-shooting elbow is out here, and again, that causes a lot of strain on the shot, a lot of unnecessary pressure to the basketball as well. So there's friction against that shot when it comes up, and you don't want that friction against your shot. So what we can do is bring that elbow in to where I like to say, hey, you can tap or kind of tap your sides before you go into the shot to make sure that elbow is not out, but it's in, and you have an easier path, shot path, going up. You want the least amount of resistance on that shot when you're going into it, especially if you're shooting three-point shots or any other kind of shots. Another way you can ease that tension or that friction when you're going into your shot is by turning your feet to the left. Now, for some people, they like to be square to the basket. So if I'm shooting, some guys and girls like to shoot the ball with 10 toes pointing towards the basket and going up square. For me and my body and my ergonomics, my biomechanics, it doesn't feel good. So I like to tilt a little bit to the right or to the left to make sure my shoulder's in line with the basket, my elbow's in line with the basket, and I have an easier shot path. There's less resistance when I tilt my feet to the left versus when I square to that shot. So what you should do if you're just new to all this stuff and it's a lot of information, I say come closer to the rim, all right? Pass the ball to yourself, catch it. Remember those three things. Remember, you're trying to aim small. You're trying to make sure that that non-shooting elbow is not out, not chicken wing, but it's in, so there's less resistance. And you're trying to also make sure that you have really good timing on that shot as well. I would say start slowly, and if you keep checking out this channel, we'll have more YouTube videos on what workouts you can actually do to make sure that you're implementing this at a game speed, okay? But try those three things out. Let me know in the comments below if this is going to help you. I know it will. If you have questions, I'm also here to help you out with those as well. Hey, hope you enjoyed those secrets. Let me know if they helped you in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if this helped you out. Now go outside and get some shots up.